Hello, welcome, W.J. Burns PHX. This is a Zenith model 6S632 from 1941. It's a 6-tube, 2-band radio, table radio. It's been completely refurbished inside and out. All the electronics, the wax capacitors have been replaced, the electrolytic capacitors have been replaced, some resistors and tubes have been replaced. The knobs are original, the buttons are all original. The glass and bezel and dial and pointer are all originals. The cabinet has been completely sanded down to fresh wood, restained, and capped with 6 or 7 coats of clear poly. The trim is black lacquer. The antenna is all original. The back cover was kind of demolished, and this one here is a handmade reproduction of it, complete with the fresh decals. It's got a brand new power cord, polarized. It has a voltage dropping resistor, and it is fused. I believe the resistor will drop 122 or 123 line voltage down to 112 volts. So that ought to save on the power supply and the tubes, hopefully. The grill cover is reproduction. The speaker is original. Yeah, let's see if we can do this without too much glare. It's nearly 7 p.m. and it's clear out, so we should bring in some fairly good shortwave. Okay, let's see. We'll start on the AM band and work our way to the shortwave, and then we'll go to the buttons. Yeah, let's see if I can get this without shaking it around a lot.
To discover new medication for cancer or whatever. But you won't need the average...
That station is out of Phoenix. It's 550 KFYI, I believe. It's about 120 miles from us.
So creativity will be preserved, but it will be the monopoly of a very small... Good now. Okay, that's what the reality is.
I'm not sure where that station is at. It's up here somewhere. I'm not sure where that one's at either. We only got one station here in Cottonwood. The ones that I know of are in Sedona, Prescott Valley, maybe Prescott, Flagstaff.
Natural charcoal, they pluck out stubborn dirt, oil, and even blackheads.
I don't know where that one's at. That one there might be in Prescott, maybe Prescott Valley. I don't have any idea where that one's at. They don't give their call signs and their station identifiers like they did in the 50s and 60s. Seems like that's all they did in between songs was, "You're listening to KRIZ, Phoenix, Arizona."
Every Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday in the grand patio in front of El Rincon.
That is
Gaetano and special guest artists will
a station in Sedona, which is about 16 miles away. It comes in here pretty good and strong.
So don't miss this special sunset event.
I don't know where that one's at.
Looking for a way to tell others about Christ? Family Life Radio can help you do just that.
Don't know where that one's at.
Records, songs from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and inspirational contemporary Christian music. I'm Bill Davis. Our website is faithonrecord.org. That's where to go to see a list of all the
I don't know where that one's at.
You can either say, "Hey, Dad, I got you cologne." "Hey, Dad."
Or that one. Some of my other radios don't pick up all these stations in between here. That's a station in Flagstaff, Arizona. About 80 miles from here, maybe.
Literally soaking in omega-3s, critical to support the brain's
I don't know that station.
function.
Or that one. Or that one. Most of these stations are pretty far away, so I don't usually pick them up. Of course, I'm not usually making the video at this time of day either. I usually do it in the mornings.
Glad to have some beautiful weather here in the state of Wyoming. Right. So,
Oh.
Anyway, one of the things that
Wyoming.
is interesting about your story is you started out as kind of a missionary, right?
Yes, why? Why is this happening? Why
I
would this
don't know where that
happen?
one's at. Don't know where that one's at. Or that one. Or that one. Or that one.
The revolutionary crossbreed Super Tough holster is the most comfortable and
I don't know where that one's at. Or that one.
Sponsors Lamb Chevrolet from Butte Medical Center and the talk of the Quad Cities, KQ&A.
That one there, I do know. It's in Prescott Valley, which is in the valley south of us, over the mountain, about 40 miles away.
Perfect outdoor away place.
I don't know where that one's at. Or that one. That one. Or that one. Or that one.
Animals in the life, like some bitter St. Francis. They're all walking up in pairs.
Or that one. Or that one.
If you get only one payment down, the next thing on this Autobahn, Rio West Mountain, as you go, Great Stand Portable Building.
Or that one. Or that one. Or that one. Or that one. A lot of these are strange to me. Some of them around in the area, I'd say within 50 miles. In the evenings, they drop their power down, so I don't pick them up. So I don't know where that one's at. Or that one. Or that one. That one. Or that one. Oh, wait a minute. That one I do know. That's our local station here in Cottonwood, the only one we have. And it's a robo station. So nobody really plays, nothing's really live. I don't even know if the news is live because every time I hear the news, it's 2 or 3 days old. So that's about it here for the AM band. In order to bring in real good reception on shortwave, I'll have to go back and remove the link here and put my long wire on that. So let me do that and we'll get back to you. Okay, got the link taken off. Got the long wire on the antenna terminal. The long wire is runs around my canopy there to here, up to the peak, over to the corner, and on into my shed where the other end of the thing I use on the bench. So we'll kick it over into the shortwave and see what we get.
Minutes. Coordinated Universal Time.
And WWV. Got a little wind this evening. Now, a lot of these I don't know where they are. Just going to show you just how well the sensitivity is on this shortwave, at least at this time of day. Morning we get other stations up in the mid-range. Sounds like sideband.
Los efectos del sobrepeso y la obesidad causan entre los adultos jóvenes, donde es necesaria la aplicación de una prótesis.
Not sure, right around the 25 meter band, or 11.5 to about 12.2 megahertz, somewhere in there's Cuba.
Doctor, en el programa anterior me preguntaba respecto al cáncer y la realización de ejercicios. ¿Qué me dijo?
Might be that station. They come in pretty good. So.
Those who love him and keeps his commandments. We have sinned, iniquity, acted wickedly, and we failed, even turning aside from thy commandments.
Some of these roll in, roll out.
victorious. The throne, and that Jesus Christ, called the Lord, he arrived and rose from the dead, he called out the dead.
Yeah, we're getting some healthy breezes now. Hope it's not drowning out this volume on this, or the audio.
Daddy, and we're not now. On 93995.
This guy's all over the dial. I can pick him up in about 6 different places across this.
Plan the whole thing carefully. If mistakes are made, it can create a great deal of trouble. You must remember that the Earth is still divided into many factions. If one side or the other sees an opportunity to use this as a means of getting the upper hand, then use it.
Right from the dead. Now, truth is the gospel. What is the gospel? Turn with me to 1 Corinthians 15.
A lot of these stations are Bible preaching stations. Fire and brimstone and
which after you received and wherein you stand, by which also you were saved, if you keep in memory. If you
and others are some that I can't understand, and other ones are everything else. Sounds like sideband. Some of these I haven't even heard before. Like I say, if I was to do this in the morning, I wouldn't get anything between 5.5 and maybe 9, maybe 8 megahertz. But in the evening, they seem to come to life.
Síntomas más severos en la menopausia, especialmente los vinculados con el insomnio, con la depresión y por supuesto
I ain't never heard that one before. There's that guy again. I picked him up here and got him back over here, 31 meters, some over here, 25 meters. Like I say, he's all over the place.
Hola, aquí se habla Mario Rojas, director de Binomania Internacional para América Latina y España.
¿Sabías que hasta
It looks like about it for the shortwave. Now, the tonal buttons, they're very subtle. You won't notice them too much when the volume's way up. I almost thought they weren't working, but as long as you haven't got any interference on your power line, or you haven't got a wall wart or a battery charger of some kind for your phone, or computer, or monitor, or things like that, you'll be able to get the tone turned down enough to where you can detect the subtle changes in the. Let's put that back over on broadcast. Let's see, I'm going to have to hook up the rehook, put the link back on the antenna terminals. Let me do that and I'll get right back to you. Okay, got that all corrected.
Chicago Cardinals get a 7-6 win over the Phillies. Adam Wainwright now with 7 wins on the year.
Now let's see if I can get this to a point where
Robbie Ray, 12 strikeouts. Mets 2, Braves 1. Braves have lost 5 of their last 8. And the Orioles gave up 38 runs in the series to the Yankees. They lose 14-3 in New York. Hey, it's goal. LeBron James and the Cavs, they're able to avoid elimination as they win Game 4. We'll have complete reaction and get you ready for Game 5 Monday morning on Mike and Mike starting at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and ESPN2. Get your game on every day. KVNA. 104.7 FM, AM 600, ESPN. 50 2017, la camioneta de los fuertes y de los más valientes. Hasta aquí el punto. Tengo que pensar que bueno.
like I say, they're very subtle. Okay, now for the presets. You have to be down here in automatic. This one's pushed in already.
One day.
Sue, you look great in these sandals. Get them. Yeah.
Karen, other companies, see how much you can save before you switch. Joining us now on the Shell Pandora Performance Line is Kyle Wagner.
So you can see those are pretty nice. So add to sticker, and to access the adjusters for the presets. Right here you see a little gizzy thing right there. You push it in. You push it in, and then you. Let's see if I can do this without dropping everything. Push it in. Pull out on it until she comes out. Jiggle it a little bit, and she comes out. There's little catches on the thing. And in here are the oscillator adjustments, or the little screw. Get yourself a little dowel rod and hacksaw and put a little groove in the end of it, and you can twist it counterclockwise or clockwise until you bring in the frequency that you want, good and clear. And then in the back there, let's see if I can get this thing to focus a little better. There's a nut that you adjust for each of these, and you adjust the nut clockwise or counterclockwise to bring in the loudest volume. Now, that's your antenna compensator or trimmer. So, and then on the next one, you just push in the lever and adjust the oscillator, bring in the station, and what you do, go to the nut and twist it right or left until you get the loudest volume out of it, and do that for each one, and you'll have your buttons. You'll have your buttons set. Now, there is another one on this side for the tone buttons. The button assembly has been set up to incorporate the quick disconnects. Let's see if I can get this off without too much problem. Hang on. Here you can see the little hooks that disengage the assembly. And the little tabs that stick out that grip the bezel over here. Now, if you ever had to remove the chassis, there are quick disconnects on all the wires that leads to this tone assembly switch. On the front, you have quick disconnects also on the push button tuner, so that if you have to remove the chassis to get to the tubes or anything, you don't have to take and desolder or take this whole front assembly apart in order to get the chassis out. You just disconnect the wires. There's 7 of them here, 4 on that assembly. And okay, sorry for the interruption. My phone filled up and I couldn't record any more video, so I had to offload it. As I was saying, just disconnect all the wires leading to the tone control assembly, and you can back out the chassis without having to take apart the whole front in order to get the chassis out. And then to get it back in, you just slide it back in there so you can get the and it just pops back in there and locks in. So that's just about it for this radio. Bezel's been polished and coated. So, thanks for watching.
En la Tierra de la Libertad encontrarás a los
más valientes, los fuertes, incansables que con su Ford F-150 no paran de trabajar y nunca se dan por vencidos, los poderosos que con su F-150